Hi and welcome. My name is Noreen Harawa and this is my second painting video. I'm so excited. I'm going to paint an African sunset. If you haven't watched my first one, please do. It's on how to paint an African landscape, and the video also has a bit of a background about why I started painting. I have a non-profit organization called ASK Project Inc., whose cause is to provide educational opportunities for orphans in rural Zimbabwe. The little money that I get from selling my paintings goes to helping these kids. You can support my cause by buying some of my paintings online at noreenharawaart.com. Or if you live in Fairfax, Virginia in the United States, you can visit my gallery, which is located at 3769 Pickett Road, and that's in Fairfax, Virginia, and the zip code is 22031. Hope you're going to enjoy this video, and please paint along with me. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, as I said, I'm going to paint an African sunset. And on my palette, starting from the left, I have titanium white, I have cadmium yellow light, I have cadmium red medium, I have Prussian blue, I have raw amber, and last but not least, I have ivory black. And these paintings are water mixable oils, and they're by Winsor and Newton. Now, in terms of brushes, I'm going to use a 1-inch brush. I'm going to use a bristle filbert brush, a big fan brush, a smaller fan brush, and last but not least, a liner brush. So those are the brushes that I'm going to use. I'm starting with the sunset sky. My horizon is going to be around here. Okay, so way down here. And so whatever I'm going to put here, whether it's mountains, trees, or bushes, they're going to be very far away, way out in the distance. So, okay, let's start. I'm going to start with just yellow. Just tapping on yellow. Okay, and as I say, my horizon is here, so I'm just adding yellow. Okay, just right across. Okay, more. Applying more yellow. Okay, just like this. And then to that, I'm gonna add red, and to make this beautiful orange color. Beautiful sunset colors. Okay, I'm just adding red there. I'll come back and blend, but I'm going to continue with adding this red and yellow to make this beautiful orange color. So I'm going to do that at the top as well. So again, it's red and yellow, making this beautiful orange color. Okay. Just adding more. Okay, and I'll come back and blend the bottom. At the top, actually before I do that, let me go ahead and clean the brush and come back and blend the bottom part. Okay, I'm just cleaning my brush. Okay, I'm just trying to blend the bottom. Just smoothing the strokes. Blending now my bottom. So I'm leaving that middle spot with yellow, and I'll come back and add some white there as well. So that's the brightest part of our sunset. This is where the sun is setting from. Okay, so that part is gonna be brighter. Okay, now at the top I want a nice dark purple color or burgundy color, actually not burgundy, purple or violet color, but a dark one. So that's gonna be the top, and to create that I'm gonna use red, cadmium red. Okay, the Prussian blue, okay, and a little bit of white. So I'm just mixing cadmium red, Prussian blue, and white. I'm gonna add a bit more white, and I'll show you what the color will look like. So a bit more white. Okay, so this is the color that I am looking for. I don't know whether you can see it. You see, this is what I'm gonna put at the top. Okay. And mixing it. Add a bit more white. Again, mix it with my red. Okay. I will come and blend nicely. Okay, and I'm gonna clean my brush. So if I come back with my red and then just blend it across, so I'm adding just red in the middle there and just blending the two colors. And in fact, sometimes beautiful because it looks like you have some few clouds there. Okay. Just adding some more red and again just blending these two colors. Okay, so I think it's nice and smooth now. So I'll come back and make this, refine this area, putting more yellow and white. Okay. Again, cleaning the brush. That's one thing, you have to have always some paper towels near you, because you need that. And I'm just trying to blend this. Okay, and I'll come back now with my, I'm gonna add white, but let me first start with the yellow. Okay. So I'm just adding more yellow there. Again, as I say, this is the brightest area. Just adding white, adding yellow, and then I'll come back and add some white as well. Okay. So I'm just adding some white. Okay. Perfect. Look at this. That's perfect. Put some more yellow if needed. Okay. I want to add a bit more color here. So I saw a white spot. So just adding more orange color. Okay. So our sky is done. Now I'm going to put some bushes, and the color that I need for the bushes is a very dark purple blue color, but very dark one, and for that I'm going to use Prussian blue, okay, the cadmium red, and ivory black. So just do that. So I say Prussian blue, cadmium red, okay, and ivory black. So I want a very dark color. dark. Prussian blue, cadmium red, and ivory black. So that's the color I'm looking for, and I will show you what it will look like. It's very, very dark. Okay, that's the color I'm looking for. Now that's what I'm going to use for the bushes, and for the bushes I'm going to use the filbert bristle brush. And what I need to do is tap my brush in the paint and making sure that my bristles are open. Okay, so I'm just tapping into the color, and then I'm gonna add now my bushes. So and don't make them the same size. Okay, I'm just tapping across and creating the bushes. Okay. And I'm gonna come back and I'm using my fan brush just to add some leaves to make it more realistic. So I'm gonna add some leaves, see, just like that, so it looks more realistic. Okay, and this is with my fan brush, so I'm just doing that. And okay, so I see they look much better now, and I'm even gonna add some trees that are dry also. So the liner brush, I'm gonna introduce some dry trees, just rolling my liner brush to make it nice and fine. So I'll add let's see, dry tree here. Okay, you can see that. Maybe another one here. Okay, let me put one more here. Yeah, just, you know, I'm trying to just make it look more realistic. That's it. Nothing special. So I'm adding dry trees here and there. Maybe one coming from there, right in the sunset. Okay, so now it looks a little bit more realistic, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. Now the next thing is to highlight some of these trees, especially the ones that are closer to the bright spot. Okay, and with that I'm gonna highlight them with orange, light orange. So I'm going to mix red, yellow, and a little bit of titanium white. Okay, I'm just cleaning my brushes first. Okay, also let me clean my palette knife. So I want red, yellow, and a bit of white. And more yellow. Okay, so I'm adding more yellow. And as I say, I need also a bit of white. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to be highlighting some of those bushes. And I'm doing that using my fan brush. So I'm going to put some highlights. Okay. And these trees. Okay. Okay, so we have some highlights. Okay, so I've highlighted the bushes, and now I'm going to put some ground or first before I put the grass. So I'm going to have some grass, but what I'm going to use first is I'll use straight raw umber just to put the dirt. Okay, so it will be just straight raw umber. Okay, so okay, so I'm just putting raw umber. And then I'll come back after I've done this. I'll come back and put the grass. Again, I'm just putting raw umber. Sorry. Right, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so there is my raw umber. Okay, just a bit more here. Fine, so I've done that. So now come back and I'll put the grass. And for grass, I'm going to use the same dark color that I used for the bushes. I might just lighten a little bit, but I'll see. I might put a little bit of white, but let me see what it looks first. Like, I need some white. Let me just pour some white. Oops, too much. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white to it, just to contrast it a little bit, not too much. Okay. So I've added a little bit white. So I'm going to add now the grass, and I'm using the fan brush, tapping into the color. Okay, and my whistles are open, so I'm just gonna tap. Yeah, perfect. So I'm now adding the grass, so it's tap 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 tap, just adding grass. I'm not covering all the areas. I'm leaving the ground showing as well, you know, where you have the raw amber. So I'm just tap 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 tap, adding the grass, and I'm using fan brush. Okay, so it's tap 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 tap. Sorry about that. You can actually see that here it's showing more. So I'm just tapping, adding grass. Okay. So it's just tap tap tap, adding the grass, but I've left some areas, you know, that shows the ground. So as you can see, I don't know whether I can see it probably. My camera is, let me see if I can move it so okay, much better. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, to that, I'm going to have a big tree here and maybe a smaller one this side, just to balance the painting. And for my tree trunk, I'm just gonna use burnt amber. First of all, let me just create some space on my palette. Okay. Okay, so I want burnt amber. I mean, sorry, raw amber, not burnt amber, raw amber. Sorry about that. So raw amber. I'm gonna add just a dash of white to it, not too much. Just a dash of white. And I'm just now gonna create the trunk of the tree, and using my liner brush. Okay, and I'm going to roll it just to make the the point finer, to make a finer point. So as I said, I'm gonna put one big tree on the left side. So okay, here we go. Okay. Rolling. Okay. Just doing the bark of the tree first. Again, rolling my brush. Okay, there we go, up. Okay, creating this lovely tree. Okay. To put the branches, and I need a finer point for that. Okay, oops. Okay, so for the branches, I'm just wiggling my brush and putting where I think the branches should be. Again, rolling my brush and wiggling my brush in order to create these fantastic branches. This tree could be anything. It could be an acacia tree, but it could be also a musasa tree. So it really doesn't matter. You can put whatever tree you want. Okay, I feel like there should be another branch somewhere here. I don't know why. I'm gonna put it anyway. Okay. Okay. So before I even put the leaves, I'm gonna highlight this tree. Because of the sunset, it's bright, and so we need to highlight some of the areas where the light is hitting, and for that I'm going to use that same orange color that I used earlier on. That's what I'll use. Okay, and I'm gonna highlight mostly the right side, because the bright side of the sunset is on the right of the tree. So that's what I'm gonna do. So just highlight the areas that I think that sunset is hitting. Okay. You don't have to do all the branches. Okay. So I'm just highlighting bark of the tree and the branches. You know, where I think this sunset lighting is hitting. And I'm using the same orange color that I used for to highlight the bushes. That's what I'm using. And just now smoothing up, that's all. Okay. Just smoothing up. Okay, so as you can see, I'll show you how it looks like. We have highlighted. Okay, as you can see, I've highlighted the right side. Okay, now I can add my my leaves, and for the leaves I'm going to use the same color that I used, that dark color that I used for the bushes. And luckily I still have quite a bit, so that's what I'll use. Okay, so I will use the fan brush to create the leaves. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use, my fan brush. I'm just tapping into the paint, and my bristles are open, and then I'll just add the leaves. Okay. Doesn't matter, wherever you think they are. So I'm just doing that. Add some leaves here and there. Tapping into the color and adding some leaves. Okay, here's my tree. Might need another some more leaves here. And then there's my tree, and I'm going to highlight that as well. I'm highlighting the leaves as well, the branches. Again, because this sunset is very strong and so much light coming, so we need to reflect that. I'm just tapping, using again the same my fan brush into the color orange that we created. Okay, see how it looks. Then I'll just highlight. Okay. Highlight where I think. See, I'm not just putting a little bit here and there. No, the orange color. Wherever you think this, this sunset is hitting, just apply there. Okay. So my tree is highlighted. Okay, then I have to go back and add some grass. Right, just adding a bit more grass down here. Just at the bottom of my tree. Again, it's a dark color, but I've added a bit of white just to have some contrast. Okay, so I've done that. Okay, now as I said, I need to put something on this side, so I'm gonna put another tree, but a dry one, again using the same color which I used this side, which was the raw amber with a little bit of white. So I'm gonna put the dry tree, yeah, put it here. I'm just creating this dry tree, and I'm using, as I said, just raw amber and a bit of white. Rolling my brush. Just creating a tree that doesn't have any leaves. Okay, so there's my tree. Just gonna go back down and just to make the tree trunk thicker at the bottom, and then we are going to highlight the trunk and the branches as well, just like we did with the other side. Okay, so now it's time to highlight it, and using the same orange color, and this time mostly I'm gonna be highlighting mostly the left side, because the brighter side is on the left of the tree. Again, using that same orange color. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it's sitting mainly here. So I'm just highlighting not all of the branches, but the ones that I feel should be. And I'm doing the left side of that tree. And now I'm trying to smooth it go. Just gonna clean my brush again. See the black, I had just contaminated it, so okay, much better. So I'm just going back and making it smoother. More paper towel. Again, I'm coming back and putting some more orange on this spot. Perfect. Okay, we've highlighted our tree, and I'll show you the highlight. Okay, so if you look, I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, so if you look, there it is, the side. Okay, because that's where most of the sunset light is sitting. Again, I'm gonna go back at the bottom and just add some more grass. So I'm going back, adding more grass. I'm just tapping with my fan brush. It's just tap, 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 tap. Okay. Yeah, now I'm just fixing. Almost done actually. I'm just adding more grass. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. And what's left is for me to sign my name, and I'll do it about right here. But this is the finished product. Okay, this is the sunset, if you can see it properly. This is the African sunset. I hope, here we go. There you go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's not very difficult. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay? Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.